Dave, you finished the Marathon des Sables. You're back at the Hawthorns.
Yeah.
Let me just tell us about the reception that you received.
The reception here today was absolutely overwhelming. It was fantastic. I knew there was so much afoot, but for what happened was just incredible. Car in, red carpet, the people that were here, family, friends, Crockish Lane School, the kids were incredible. The whole event has just been fantastic, and to sort of celebrate the Albion Challenge from the start to the finish, and to be a part of it, to have all of these people here, has just been incredible.
Now, we knew going into it was going to be a difficult challenge, but just how difficult was it, Dave?
It was tough. There's no two ways about it. I know we tried to make a little bit of light of it, we referenced to some of the fun that went on, but it was tough. And I was asked a question today on leaving to get on the airplane, would I be coming back next year? And I didn't even think about it. No, I will not. It's one of the toughest things I've ever had to do in my life. From eating breakfast in the desert, sleeping in the desert, eating tea in the desert, doing everything in the desert, running the desert. And I mean, when we say we run the desert, we ran it. We ran sand dunes. We ran sort of terrain that had been through hundreds of thousands of years. Water had gone down. There was crevasses. There was camel grasses. There was mountain passes. There was mountains themselves. We climbed upwards of 1,500 foot, probably more. We went across ridges that was up to 2 miles long and 2 foot wide, which I knew after the event. It was just unbelievable. The heat was incredible. That zapped the strength. The legs knew about it, the feet knew about it, the toes, every single part of the body through the sand. We had 40-mile-an-hour sandstorms, and when that hit you, it was like being sandblasted. It was just an incredible challenge, an incredible adventure. And as they stated, the French, it's the toughest foot race on this planet. And believe you me, I now know why.
What keeps you going when you're going through all of that?
Well, I did it for a reason, and the reason is the Albion Foundation and the kids and the disability angle, the underprivileged, and I just think that when I was made an ambassador, and I was very, very proud to be an ambassador of the Albion Foundation. I'm a big Albion fan, as you know, and that's what keeps me going. Those kids, this old codger from West Brom can do this, and I'm hoping the kids will look back and think, well, if he can do that, what can we achieve? And that's what I want. Plus, my family and certainly my friends are behind me and support me truly. And I know that, they want me to succeed. They want me to do. And to succeed means that we're going to get the best for the charity. So when I'm doing all sorts of crazy things and I feel tired, you think of things from your armoury. And I'll just show you one thing that went with me to the desert, which is fingerprints of my 3 girls and my wife. And when I felt a little tired, I used to feel this, and it may seem crazy to most, but that said, Dad, hubby, get on with it, mate, you can do it. And that gave me strength too.
And when you come back here tonight and you find out that nearly £60,000 has been raised so far, it must make it all feel worthwhile.
Oh, of course. We listened to Josh's story, which was incredible, being a part of the whole Albion Challenge, but then having an announcement that almost £60,000 has been raised. And I know from crossing the finish line in the Sahara, there's a few companies pledged money to me, so I know we're gonna topple 60 grand, and that is fabulous. That is a figure that I wouldn't have dreamed of in the first instance, but let's see if we can move it upwards and onwards.
And how can people do that if they want to still donate? There's still time.
They certainly can. They can go to the Albion Foundation website. They can go to my website, which is blinddaveheeley.co.uk, or simply go on to justgiving.com/blindDaveMDS and drop a pound on, drop a tenner on, and it all helps. Also, and I'm not sure whether the text is still in operation, or I think it is until the end of April, you can text 70070 and you can put in TRIA15 with a donation of £1, £3, £5 or £10, and that will go to the foundation. But on this instance, we'll also give you a little something back, because at the end of April there is an iPhone 6 Plus up for grabs for the lucky winner who is prepared to donate. So we also want to take, but we also want to give you something back.
Last question from me. Sir Ranulph Fines ran the Marathon des Sables with you. Did you finish ahead of him or behind him?
I finished ahead of him.
That's not bad then, is it really?
No, I'm quite happy with that.
Cheers, Dave, and thanks for all your work for the foundation.
Thank you very much indeed.